South Africa's comedy industry has grown over the years, with some comedians going international. However, women in comedy still take the backseat compared to their male counterparts. We took the time to chat to some well-known local female comedians who spoke to us about the current state of comedy in South Africa.
South African comedy took on a new life after the dawn of democracy in 1994, creating a range of comedic personalities. Comedy in South Africa has grown over the years. However, women in comedy have long been in the sidelines. It still remains a predominantly male-dominated art form. In South Africa particularly, there is only a handful of female comedians who perform on a regular basis. The question remains, why are they not getting as much stage time as their male counterparts? We spoke to Nina Hasty, who has been in the comedy scene for a number of years. She was the opening act for Comedy Central show with Joey Rasdeen, Trevor Gumbi and Paul Snodgrass. She said that many women are usually not taken seriously.
We are faced with the fact that everybody frames it as a female comedian, you know. Even when you're on stage and you're part of a lineup show, an ensemble show, and the comedians introduce you. And next up, we've got a female comedian. Gee, thanks. Well done for being a male comedian. Thanks, male comedian, for just doing your job. I'm also here just doing my job, you know. So the framing of the fact that we seem to be some sort of special needs class of the comedy fraternity is a bit weird for me. I'd like to think of us as entertainers that bring original, creative alternatives to the status quo, to the stage, that can make people laugh. I don't see the relevance of me being a woman playing any sort of part in the conversation.
Tiffany Babuzano is another woman who has been in the entertainment industry for a number of years, with roles in shows such as Isidingo and Ses Top La. She has become a household name for herself in the local comedy scene. A mother of two, Tiffany has had to juggle both being an entertainer and a mother.
It sounds so terrible and bombastic, but I don't think they have a choice. Like that, from when I was 2, my parents have always said to me, they knew that that's what I was going to do. And I'm lucky to be surrounded by a great support structure. I'm married to the most wonderful husband who's also in the industry, Johnny Barbazano. So I'm one of the lucky ones.
With all the support that she has been receiving from her family, she says that women in the entertainment industry do not generally support each other. Another issue she raised was that not enough is being done to cast female comedians for roles.
Definitely not. I think they could, like I said to you earlier, there's different standards for men and women, and that's something we have to address. So like I say, if a man swears throughout his comic act, people are like, oh, he's so funny. Oh my goodness, did you hear what he said? Yeah. And a woman swears and they're like, really? She said the F word, and we're not watching her again because she's vulgar. That's revolting. We just have to watch Twitter to see what people think, you know.
Tenjiwa Mosley, another woman making us laugh one video at a time, became popular through her online skits, which have become viral. Hailing from KZN, this comic diva gave up her career in law to pursue stand-up comedy full-time. She's not your typical comedian, as her claim to fame online videos were her way of climbing up without having to be cast by an agent.
I do skits for online media, which is the reason I did that is because I was tired of being used for free when I knew I was better than some of the males that were being paid. So I thought I can reach out. We live in a world of smartphones, everything, you can see everything from home. So I thought instead of me going to beg people just for stage time, it's best to just do something that will reach out to the people.
With the Savannah Comics Choice Awards coming up this weekend, Tafia, who is managing a host of female comedians at WACT, says that the gap is slowly being bridged. She says that women are cast for performances based on their merit and not because merely they're female. These awards aim to celebrate professional comedians and comedy writers.
You see, the thing is, the way I see it, is that obviously Women's Month, there's a huge demand for women entertainment or women speakers or women representation. But generally, outside of August, we select the best person for the job, whether they're male or female. So we don't see the gender difference.
As we celebrate Women's Month, comedy in South Africa has more than enough material to draw from.